Now you know everything about the program. You've heard from about the program from those who run it and from those who took it or are taking it. Your head must be thinking about, okay, how can I apply? Do I have what it takes to be eligible? So basically what we ask for the ideal applicant is that you have a Bachelor of Science or a Bachelor of Engineering and the appropriate science background. So here the BA is a possibility. It could be a possibility if you have the science background. By science background, I mean 2 half courses or 1 full course in chemistry, physics, calculus, and biology. Again, this is the ideal candidate, and I'm happy to talk to you after this if you do not have this ideal background. Especially you may not have the 2 physics, or you may have a calculus and a stat. I'm happy to go over that. And for the conservation biodiversity, like Rebecca said, you need to have a background in biology or biology. You need to take a biology program or have a background in conservation and biodiversity. So we will calculate the average of the last 2 years, so senior level, and you need to have a mid-B on the last 2 years of your program. If you have any appropriate experience, postgraduate experience, you will have the opportunity of including that on your resume. And we'll go over the supporting documents that you need to submit. In terms of dates, we are now accepting applications for the September 2021 start date. We have 2 deadlines. The early deadline, which is February 15 for supporting documents, for submitting all supporting documents. And we highly recommend that you submit and complete your application by the first deadline for 3 reasons. First off, the sooner you apply, the sooner you'll get an answer. If you're an international student, you must apply by this deadline. By applying for the first deadline, you are automatically eligible for a mention scholarship that's worth full tuition. And you also are accepted and you will be reviewed if you submit a video for the Things Should Change video competition. This is an amazing opportunity for you to supplement your education. You may win up to $8,000 that will be applied towards your tuition. And we, unquote, just ask you to submit a 2-minute video on an environmental topic of your choosing. More details is on the website, and we normally give 3 awards, and the first prize is up to $8,000. Then the final deadline will be May 15 for supporting documents. You need to make the payment, the admission, the fee payment by April 30. Here's a nice checklist of what you need to know when applying. You now know everything about the program. You know everything about the fields of study. We're here to support you if you have any questions about which field of study is the best. You now know that there's a research and the internship option. I've talked about the admission requirements and application deadlines. What else do you need to know? What documents to submit? So we ask you to submit your transcript. As a U of T student, a screenshot or a download from Quarkus is enough. We do not need official documentation for you for when you apply. You also have to nominate minimum 3, maximum 5 reference letters. We highly recommend that you qualify them in advance. By that I mean reach out to the references to see if they're available to ask to write you a reference letter. On the system you just have to write their information, and once you pay, that will trigger the notification of your references, and then they will submit a reference electronically. You also have 2 documents to upload, and they will be available to you once you pay the application fee. And one of them is the department interest summary form, which I normally call the cover letter of your application. And Professor Carmichael can perhaps add if I forget anything, but basically in this cover letter, we want to know why you wish to pursue environmental sciences, and this is not the time to repeat what's on your academic transcript nor what's on your resume. It is to tell the story about you and where you hope that this degree, this program will take you. If you're applying to any particular field, please add that as part of your application. Why CCIA, why conservation, or why the general field? And also, if you are interested in research, a little bit about your research goals. Another piece of advice that we normally give is to proofread your document. And basically, we want to know about you, what's outside your academic transcript or your resume. Professor Mitchell, did I forget anything?
No, I think that's great. I'll remove all the mystery out of it. Here's what we use with it. We want to be able to understand the candidate. We also want to know if you have any writing capability. So if it sounds like you just kind of threw it off in 1 minute and didn't proofread it, and there's a lot of spelling mistakes, it makes us think twice about your communication capabilities, right? So it's got this kind of double veiled purpose. And I can be clear with that. It doesn't have to be a big mystery. But we do want to know why you want to be in the program more than all the accomplishments you've had up to that point. I think that's already been explained by Giselle and is a really good point to make. And you don't necessarily have to say that you were born a baby to be an environmental scientist your whole time. Like, it's just kind of be honest with where your interests are. We don't only take on students that were born to be environmental scientists. We also take on lots of people who just decide that environmental science is something for them later on in life. That's totally fine as well.
Okay, thank you so much. So how to apply? Like I said, everything is online and it's housed on the SGS website. You probably can hear my little one crying in the background. I apologize. You create a personal profile online, add your name of your references, and again, make sure that you qualify them in advance. You will get an application number. Please save that application number. It is important. And then you'll pay the application fee. Like I said, the payment will trigger the selection of our program, the notification of your references. You will be able to download some documents and upload them once filled. If this may not apply to you, but if you are educated in a university outside Canada, you must submit English proficiency results as part of your application. We were told that if you have all the documents ready in advance, it will take you approximately 1 hour to complete, but you may save and save your application and log in again if you need to add more documents later. So this is, my Microsoft has just stopped. This is the timeline. Okay, so sorry. It's coming up again. I apologize. Can you see the timeline again? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. This is the application timeline. Like we're starting reviewing applications. The first deadline is February 15 for supporting documents. Don't forget to apply to the Things Should Change video competition. The deadline is March 1. And then if you finish your application by the first deadline, you may be called for an interview, and that's normally around March. And if you get selected, you will hear from us April with a decision. If you do not hear from us, it means that your application is still under review and will be reviewed with the other applications that we receive until May 15. Then there's another interview process, and then you will definitely know by mid-July if you've been accepted or not, especially for those who have applied late. Course enrollment starts in August, and in early September, you will start the program. From the first day, you will have things to do. Like I said, it's a fast and furious program, but we're here to make sure that you take the best out of it.